Hey everyone, it's Heather, and this is Season 4, Episode 2 of The Expanse. The first episode was really good and really got me hyped up for the rest of the season. I have already said hello to some new people who are watching me in the comments. Very welcome here, and that's a phrase, right? Very welcome here. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the show, and I hope you enjoy me talking about it and going ooh, because that's how people react. They just go ooh. Anyway, let's talk about the last episode. So we've got this ring, see, and it's connected to 1,300 different solar systems, and our crew was sent off to this one in particular. To a planet that has been colonized by Belters, and they basically they're like, this is ours, you can't move us, this is our home, piss off. In different, they don't say those words, but you get the impression. But also there's this possible proto-molecule influence on the planet. There's these structures that are there, and Holden's been sent off to, hey, you might want to look at those. And he's like, oh, okay, fair enough. And Naomi is like, hey, I want to come too. And everybody's like, well, you can't, you have to stay in space because you got your, you've lived in space your entire life. And she's like, inject me with the stuff, inject me. So they inject her with lots of muscle drugs, and yeah, she can withstand the gravity of the new place. So that's where we are now. We've got attacked by a swarm of, we don't know what they are, and maybe the crew of that other ship that landed, maybe they were attacked by the same thing, because at first I thought, is it the Belters firing at them? But then after we saw the swarm, I was like, is it the swarm or is it something else on the planet? So the planet is very mysterious. There's something going on. We've got these inners, and we've got this guy who's like, I'm going to cause trouble. Actually, there's more than one of those, but there's one on the inner side and there's a few on the Belter side that are they're just ready to kill each other at the drop of a hat. So, yeah. Don't drop any hats, and we should be fine. That's what I think. Meanwhile, on Mars, Bobby is hanging out with a dude that was stalking her for a while. But he bought her a drink, so, he's good for something. I don't know if they're going to continue. Like, they didn't just bring him up for no reason, so he's going to be in it going forward. I'm going to find out more about him and his motivations and maybe he's just a new character. We don't know yet. And she's staying with family or friends, something. It seemed like it was just a temporary thing. The guy was like, stay as long as you want. And she's like, does forever, is that okay? She didn't say that. I think she said just a few days or whatever. It doesn't matter. And there's this kid and his new girlfriend with the hair. There's a lot going on. And on Earth, I don't know if we're going to see much of Earth. What's her name? The funny one? It's something like Christian or something like that? She sent Holden off, and she's just, sarcastic and brutal and blunt. And I hope we get to see more of her, even though there's not that many characters on Earth that she could still interact with. I guess she could be on the comms or whatever. And then we have the Belters in space. Those that, I can't remember their names either. This is a good start, but look, it doesn't matter their names. I enjoy watching everybody. I just want to get to episode 2. So I think I've talked way too long when I could be watching. That's what I do. By the way, I can already tell by the comments I'm getting that Expanse fans, they're big fans, which is good.
Talk to me, After a lawyer, be smart about this.
He's on the case. What's this?
So what do we got here?
So he's in orbit. Like, that planet seems to be surrounded by, like,
Go back through the
moons?
sensor log, see if you can trace where those things came from.
This is the
Put every
guy,
scope that's
the
on the
trouble
Israel
guy.
down on this log.
He's gonna try and
What is
shoot
it,
at them.
Ali?
Maybe these are the things that brought down your shuttle.
Yeah, that's what I
There
said.
must be.
So tense down there.
It's made out of metal.
So it's a machine.
Well, that's very terrestrial thinking.
Life on Earth developed using potassium, carbon, and calcium, but it could just as easily have been arsenic,
Silicon.
silicon, and iron. To us, this looks like a machine, but on this planet, it could be an organism.
Well, is it? Ah. Nowhere else to put those dead bodies? Did something just get destroyed? We all got sucked out into space.
But it was enough to get their trajectory. We extrapolated back and checked the flight plans along the path. 18 weeks
Smart.
waiting for
They-
permission to transit
The way they
rings.
tracked it back,
Rig
based on
flight
their
control lost
trajectory.
track of it a month.
We're going to test the settlers for infection. It appears to be some form of protomolecule tech, and we think we know where they came from. We're heading over with an RCE scientist to investigate. We'll let you know what we find.
It'll support your position that going through the rings is too dangerous.
Sometimes I fucking hate being right.
You're very good in those boots, man.
Huh.
I had a good teacher.
I didn't know they were in space.
I wouldn't have missed it.
It's good attention to detail. You have to kind of lift yourself down. Oh, I like that. Now, is this dude here again? Okay, so they're gonna meet up. Bobby and Christian. Hey, there's Hair Girl. Why is she?
This is a Mariner Valley
Check.
police action. Any may be detained or searched. Remain in place until you receive further.
What's he
This is
eating?
a Mariner Valley instructions.
You infected? We got one. Shoot her.
Dishonorably discharged for repeated acts of insubordination.
No, they moved me to power forward.
Any reason
I
you
think you're funny.
listing all those things
Do
about
you?
him?
Good Martian.
I'll take your word for
What
it.
about
He
him?
was found in a cargo container this morning with his neck snapped.
About.
Your file says you were directly involved in the deaths of 2 members of your Marine fire team.
Really?
There's a lot more to that story, but I'm betting you don't care.
I assume they train your special forces types to resist augmented interrogation.
Yeah, and they also trained me to snap necks. But I haven't done either of those things since coming home.
You seem very fond of Earthers. For a Martian, I mean.
Fuck you!
All right. You can go.
How do you get a job like that? You know, the interrogator one. Like, why does she gotta be such a dick about things? She's just bad cop with no good cop around. That's a recipe for disaster.
Is this going to be another Eros?
No. No. That's why we're here. Make sure that doesn't happen.
And we'll
Unless
kill
you
every
know
one
how
of you
many I'm
to
gonna
make
make.
sure that doesn't happen.
What do we need to do?
They're gonna hook up, those two. Anytime I see
Simple test.
2 people together, they're gonna hook up.
God damn.
I think they're more likely to kill each other somehow. That one guy is just angry. And Amos, he'd kill him without a thought.
Hey, Murdy. It's Murtry. And yes.
Murtry.
See this? I think someone blew up this pad.
Okay.
You know how belters are. If they can't use it, it doesn't exist.
Yeah. You've got us totally figured out.
Sorry, I didn't realize your accent didn't give it away. Sorry. I like the way Naomi subtly changes her accent when she's talking to belters and when she's talking to inners.
Let me take you back.
I'm fine.
We just got here. There's no shame in easing into it.
After I saying all that stuff in the first episode
Spaces.
about the bag and letting her take it, and well, he's chivalrous at least. I want one of those.
Radioisotope dating puts this structure at approximately 1.5 billion years old.
It's been here since the only living things were bacteria analogs and whatever fills viral niches.
It's also survived like tectonic shifts and all that stuff.
The structure appears to be solid. If the swarm came out of this, I can't say where.
And it's so massive there could be holes anywhere. And they don't. It doesn't have to be that big a hole. Oh. Anything?
Anything?
No.
What were you expecting?
Some sort of
Feels dead.
connection based on his previous experience. Maybe it needs power. Just to wake up.
So, I heard a little rumor that there's a saloon around here.
Not much of one. They serve pretty much this.
I could really use a drink. I think you could too.
I just said the booze is terrible. This is Jacob, my husband, and my daughter Felsia.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
He's like, oh, frickin' hell.
Alex, you're welcome to join for dinner.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah,
It's
no,
been a long,
it's
rough
fine.
day, and you got
I kind of like that. Because we all saw what was happening and then... Nope. But it wasn't really obvious. Like, it was obvious, but it wasn't in your face obvious.
At the pad.
You people blew up that pad deliberately. That's what took down our shuttle. You killed a lot of my people.
Wait, the bugs kill your shuttle. You're trying to pin it on us, like Guinness always do.
And you have until morning to give me the people that planted the bomb.
Oh no.
Either they pay for this, or you all will.
He's a nice guy. Pleasant. Personable. Cheery. Sensibility. Good at parties.
Listen, gentlemen,
we just received this from
I like her dress. She's always very glamorous.
Hold there, please.
She's flagged by everywhere she goes. She has
This
constant flag status.
Have a lovely evening. Thank you.
At least that one was nice to her. And she's so far away. This is me at weddings. Just total awkward.
Apologies. Roberta.
Bobby, please.
He's trying. He's trying.
Arjun Avasarala at your service.
If you married Christian, you're a hell of a lot braver than I ever was.
She likes that they're getting along.
but my planet has no monopoly on people of courage and conscience. They're here as well. And so let us like him, on both sides, and permanent peace.
Does she feel like that's the only reason she was invited? And not because they're friends? Just as a pawn? Maybe I'm reading too much into that.
First day on a planet.
Exhausting.
They have a nice peaceful moment on their own.
Glorious.
Watching the moons.
I desperately need a shower.
Yes, you do. I'm gonna make a tea. Do you want a coffee?
Sure.
What? She was pretending to be fine, but she's not. She's exhausted. She doesn't want to let on because then she'll be confined to the ship. Well, he knows. Don't tell Holden.
I mean, your heart just ain't as strong as it needs to be in this gravity. Plain and simple, you gotta slow down, take things easier. If you don't, you're gonna have palpitations, and eventually your heart,
I'll get through it. Don't say anything to Holden.
Marco Inaros. How well do you know him?
Only by reputation. He's charismatic, he's uncompromising, he's very dangerous.
I'll reach out to Fred Johnson. It'll take a big bounty to bring this one in.
Not even a goodbye?
Here we go.
You were busy. Did Admiral Saldo really say any of that?
I don't know. We rarely spoke. He didn't much care for
You were
me.
using me tonight. Just like you used him. Playing some game that I don't understand. It was humiliating.
I wasn't trying to embarrass you. I wanted to see
I had no place at that table.
show the rest of the idiots in that room that you still have friends in high places.
All they saw was Earth calling its lapdog to heal.
Come and work for me.
What?
I think she
Fuck
should.
These people. If they don't see how glorious you are, they don't deserve you.
Good night, ma'am.
I like that she's still respectful, even though she's angry with her. And I think she recognizes all of that too. It's a good friendship. What's he gonna figure out?
So what do we got here?
Oh, he's gonna... Yeah.
We need to talk.
Hey. Just checking in.
Busy, kid, but we gotta go. Just tell me why.
Go to the
I need
gates.
your hands, okay? I still don't have those, but we're running out of time.
Question of who killed the proto-molecule builders is in there.
I don't know. He said something in there might help him. This is why we came here.
It's a mystery. She just has to take it easy. None of this running around. I think eventually she will get into trouble.
Dead?
Alright, well, Holden and I are going on this
Later.
mission.
He's like, whatever. Drink.
Yo.
What is he? Bullets? Is that what he's trading?
What else you got?
They're gonna... Well, you already know that.
Where are you going?
With the chick again?
Meet
With
some
the...
friends.
Remember her?
It's...
Or maybe he's part of some sort of underground thing that he shouldn't be part of, and Bobby's gonna follow him. And, yeah. Mars is all about stalking people. They'll have been responsible for the death of that guy.
What the hell are you up to?
Okay, look, you have to go. Please, I'll explain later.
What is this shit?
It's just focus drugs. Okay, please, if they see you
Just
here, they'll
orange
kill you.
juice?
I'll kill you myself. You're coming home with me right. But your girlfriend here knows something about a customs agent getting beat to death down by the docks this morning.
No, not a thing. Weird.
Whatever he was doing for you, it's over.
I swear.
Ah, fuck this.
Oh, it's gooey. It's gooey. She has a lot of frustration, and she's taking it out on... Yeah.
You're so fucked.
David's out. For good.
This operation is a whole lot bigger, and it's going to get her into a lot of trouble. Maybe she should take that job. Are they going to be able to get inside? Handy.
I'm good!
Back on series. Fuck. Get this water theft.
At least you didn't scare him on the way
These
down.
mushrooms growing down there,
Just
see?
tell me what the fuck we're looking for.
It's clogging up the works. A root. Yeah.
Gonna bring it back to life by just... I like that nobody treats Holden like he's crazy. They're just like, yeah, he sees somebody. It's fine. At least somebody's getting in on this episode.
Hey, Giuronano!
Those two are gonna...
Yeah, you, Pampa!
But we beat these. We make something again. Here come the fucking Ilus who take it all away again.
I see their point.
Somebody in this shithole killed 23 of my friends.
And I see his side of things.
They ain't over yet.
Now that was a threat.
Fuck!
Whoa! I said he was gonna be trouble, but I didn't expect him to be... He needs to be... like, locked away. Because that wasn't even that bad. You know? Sure it was a threat, but... Nope. The lights are gonna come back on. Everything's gonna... Yeah,
Something's happening.
it's back!
I gotcha!
Is it gonna crush around him? Yeah.
What's happening?
Just hanging out. It's fine. Just looking at the stars.
Are you okay?
Now is it gonna do something? I think it might be powering back up. Can use those lightning strikes. Episode 2 of The Expanse. We've cleared out some of the unwanted shrubbery from the machine, and now it's doing shit. We're having big problems with Marty. He's that's what I'm calling him. That's what Amos called him. So he's just shooting people for looking at him sideways, which means there's not going to be many people left And, you know, it's difficult to understand how someone with that short a temper rose to that position. And you could tell from the offset that he was sort of an angry dude. Even before the ship got busted up, he still had that kind of aura about him. Maybe that's just first impressions, or maybe it's just because I know him from other things, but yeah, the way he carried himself, the way he spoke to people, you don't, in a way, you know, the guy shouldn't have been threatening him, but, you know, neither of them should have been the way they were. But one of them shot the other, so I think that's going to cascade. I mean, you don't just shoot someone and nothing happens after that. There's got to be some sort of consequence to that, right? Even though, you know, Frontier does justice, you know, we're millions of miles from home. I'm not sure the exact distances. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. Naomi, she did great in the first episode. She made it down there. And in this episode, she was working away, but her heart just couldn't take it. So she's going to have to take it easy. Maybe she'll only be on the planet in short bursts, or, I mean, she's still on the planet. She's just on the ship, but yeah, short bursts, and not taking things too strenuously until there's a life-threatening situation and she has to risk it all to save somebody. Bobby is having a shit time of it. She feels under scrutiny, underappreciated, blamed for everything that goes wrong by everyone, screened by Martians, screened by Earthers, used by Christian, you know, someone she considers a friend. But at least she said it to her. At least it wasn't a lingering thing. They got it out there. She feels comfortable enough to actually talk to her like a normal person. And I really I like that bond that they have between them. And now her nephew has gotten himself into shit because he fell for this girl who's just using him to make that orange juice. So yeah, she messed up their operation, and Bobby's gonna, I don't know, there's gonna be some kingpin or there's gonna be some consequence for that as well. So everything in this episode is setting up a consequence in the next episode, which I like. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say. I was calling people hooking up in this episode, but at least one of them turned out right. And when you're so far from home, you know, you gotta find some comfort somewhere. And I like that he was selling bullets for drink. Apart from that, we still have all the mysterious, overarching proto-molecule builders who killed the builders, and how all that's going to shape out. We have this life form that's, you know, not necessarily carbon based, that was brought up. We also have the Belters in space storyline that hasn't really gotten traction yet, but you can see it building up. And yeah, this I'm excited to keep going to episode 3. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you very shortly for the 3rd episode. See ya.